Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. We are picking up on the builds, and I'm in the shop, and I'm about to get started on working on these. If you don't know what any of this is, please subscribe to the channel because I've explained it in further detail, and I'm about to do it again. So, September builds are all on hold because I'm waiting for the three stainless blades to come back from heat treat. Again, just a reminder, those three blades are a rock hopper, a torpedo, and a bud. So when those guys get back, I can start working on those and getting them done for those customers for the September builds. But that might be several days to a week before I get those back. I'm hoping to get them back, but it might not be till October before I'm able to finish those up. So in the meantime, I'm getting started on the October builds. And October is the month of the skeletons. And to honor that, I'm doing all skeletonized blades. So I'm doing these 6 skeletonized blades. What I mean by skeletonized is that the handles or the finished product will basically look like that. I'm not going to put any handle material on it. I just round everything off, make it nice and comfortable in the hand. But they're great little EDC fixies and make really great little blades. They're all in ADC RV2, so I'm able to do all of these in-house. So it's not going to be a big project for the month of October, but it's something that I need to do. So to begin with, I need to cut back the naked columns. So these are a naked column. And basically, when I got these made into CAD, I wasn't paying attention to some of the dimensions, and we made them a little bit bigger than what they needed to be. So all of this marker, I need to cut these down to where that marker is, like I did for this one. So you can see how much material I really have to remove on that to get this down to where it's supposed to be. So I did it on this one. So on these two, the first step is I need to take these to the grinder, get these down to the size that they're supposed to be, and then we can start rounding things off on the handle and the spine and getting it all rounded off before we start getting into bevels, which I did on the one mini gargoyle. So I've already gotten started, a head start on this. And I used this on the machine this was the first blade I did on the new machine, which I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with now. Excuse me, my nose is stuffy. So I just have to do the rest of the work on the others to get them to this point so I can hand sand them all out and get them prepped for heat treat. I can heat treat all of these myself and do everything in-house. So October will go pretty fast, actually. So I'm not really too concerned, which is why I also started those 2 Nitro V blades I did in the last video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And hopefully I'll get those back by the end of October. And October I'll be able to put these 6 up for sale plus the 2 Nitro V blades up for sale. So that'll be 8 blades hitting the Etsy store, which will be really, really cool. So I need to stop talking and I need to get to work. So I'm going to kick the camera, I'm sorry, and throw these on the grinder and see what we can get done. see what we're looking at. All right, so naked columns all cut down. They've all been roughly rounded off. I need to go in by hand and smooth all of those out. I'm contemplating if I do it all the finish work before I do the bevels or after I do the bevels. That's a good question. Same with the mini gargoyles. I got everything rounded. This area right in here is very difficult to get. That's why I use the Dremel, but comfortable. I didn't do the fronts of the naked columns because once the bevels get in, that bevel line comes to about here, and then I'm going to round it off. So I'll round that off once the bevels get roughed in, and then maybe I'll just leave it like this until I'm done with the bevels, and then I'll smooth everything out at one time along with everything else. I do want to chamfer the holes a little bit, just to clean the inside of that up a little bit and give them a little texture. I did it on these where you see you get a little bit of an angle in there, and then we clean that up and make it look good. But I smoothed these out. I think that was like 220, but I'll go to like 4 after heat treat and everything else and get them nice and shiny, or get them ready for acid etching or anything else that I'm going to be doing with these guys. But we are making great progress. So I think the next step with these is I'm going to take them, chamfer out all these holes, clean up the flats a little bit, get some of that surface rust off, and then we're looking at getting them prepped for bevels. Yeah, I think we're in really good shape today, guys. So I already got these 4. It'd be nice if I actually showed you the 2 naked columns and the 2 gargoyles ready, and this naked column is already ready. There, let's focus. That one is already prepped and ready, so I think I'm just going to get these 4 to the point where this one is, besides doing the front. I did the front on this one already, but once I do the bevels, it's going to mess it all up anyway, so I'm going to have to redo it. And get these holes all cleaned up and get it kind of some of that surface off before we start doing bevels. And we're going to be looking pretty good. So getting a good head start on October. And yeah, I better go get to work. All right. So I got them cleaned up, the holes chamfered and cleaned up a little bit. Yes, this is all very rough still, which is going to get cleaned up, don't worry. But you can see the direction I'm going. So now, I'm pretty pleased that all of these are now ready to get the bevels ground in. And then once the bevels are in, that's when I'm going to start doing a lot of the cleanup work on these and get them all cleaned up, get all of this rounded off a little bit, well, a lot, down to at least 220 grit, and then maybe after heat treat, it'll get down to about 400 on the edges I'm talking about, well, on the blade too, but yep. Really cool little blades, and I'm excited about October. So we're already looking pretty good. There's still a ton of work to do, but I am making progress. So I think I'm gonna get cleaned up and pick this up again tomorrow, where I'll start setting all of these up for bevels. Yeah. All right, guys, so I have the center lines marked on all the blades. I'm gonna start strapping them in and starting to get these bevels done one by one. I got the angle set on the jig and I'm just going to start hogging material off. I got all of them set up. They're all going to be at the same angle. The mini gargoyles, I like where this one ended up. and I would like all of them to kind of look like that, and the columns are going to be in the same spot. So I'm happy with that. So I am going to get to work, but I will update you guys on the next one. And I know you're like, but I'll update you on the next one. You'll see where they all are. I'm gonna get to work. It is smoking hot out here, so I'm gonna get to work, see how much of these I can get done. If I can get 1 or 2 of these done this afternoon, I'd be happy. But this is gonna be a long process because I have 5 blades I need to do the bevels on. So it's gonna take a while. But thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. The choice is always yours. Okay, fine. I got the 3 gargoyles done. Now I gotta get the naked columns done. But that will be on the next one. Come on, guys. I'm not that mean.